We're now going to move into the Magnified Healing Crossing Over ceremony portion of our session, where we're going to invite all of the souls who are still feeling stuck or trapped here in this realm, who are ready to let go of their earthly suffering and move on to a higher vibration of pure love, light, and freedom, to join us. So it's important for you to know, as the participants here today, those of you who are living beings on Zoom with us today, not the beings that we're calling to transition, but those of you who are living beings on the call with us today, that you do not have to do anything during this ceremony. You and I are simply here to extend an invitation and to be a sacred witness for those who will cross over today. Consuelo is a master of this ceremony, and she and her helping spirits will be doing the work. So you do not have to do anything. And this is for all those here today and those who will be watching this video in the future. So I just want everyone to take a moment now to think about and call in all of the ancestors that we want to invite to release themselves from their suffering. So Consuelo and I made a list of all the people, all the groups of people, types of people that you might think of that you might like to call in and invite. So in addition to your own personal relatives, friends, and loved ones who may have passed, you may also want to think about all those who have gone before us and endured unimaginable things so that we could be here today. So we're inviting all these people to come to be transitioned today as well. So these people might include those who have died in wars, those who have died in genocides, those who have died of disease or famine, those who have died in violent or unexpected circumstances, those who have died in natural disasters, those who have died by suicide or overdose, those who have died who were angry and holding grudges, who are still unable to let go, those who have died feeling fearful or unprepared for the next leg of their journey, and those who have died under sedation, who are not able to be present for their transition, and anyone else who comes to mind. Feel free to hold them in your heart, and you may also add anyone whose name you would like. We're not going to call names today because there are too many names to be called, but if you'd like to put anyone's name in the chat, just to bring their name into physical form, you're welcome to do that. So I want to do a brief introduction of Consuelo in a slightly more formal way, so I'm going to do that now. So Consuelo Marroquin was born into a deeply spiritual family in Colombia. She was trained as a psychologist and moved to the States many years ago. An almost fatal car crash when she was younger intensified her longing for something deeper and sacred. A number of divine interventions led her to her life's work in the fields of addiction and trauma, and to training and practice as a magnified healing, Reiki, and shamanic energy medicine practitioner. As a member of Shaman's Directory, she believes that we can create bridges for peace, healing, compassion, and understanding among the nations of the earth. So I want to again say welcome, Consuelo. And I offered Monica a tobacco tie in her tradition. And if you could just say hello so we can see you, Consuelo.
Hello.
Great. So I just want to let you know that I have lotus blossoms in a pond at the end of my road, but they're too far out in the water for me to grab one. So this is a peony blossom, which I think is equally beautiful. And I would like to
Beautiful.
offer you this as a thank you for bringing us your wisdom and our ceremony today. So I will now turn it over to Consuelo to lead us in this gorgeous ceremony. So, whatever you want to say, Consuelo, about maybe give us a little bit about magnified healing before we begin.
Mhm. Yeah. Thank you, Tricia. And for me, it's a great honor and to be here helping people, who need to make the transition towards the light. I know that there are many of them out there, and I have felt the pull and the need, the cry of all of them to move towards the light. Um, so I think this is a perfect moment and a perfect day, and I really, really appreciate Tricia, Lucita, and everybody here looking at this particular moment and time. I've been doing the light of transition for many years to whoever requested, and it's always a beautiful process, a moment of enlightenment and gifts and grace for everyone involved. Always, always. So today, yeah, we're going to do that. I don't know how many of you are familiarized with Kuan Yin or Kuan Yin, and some Kuan Yin. She is basically an ascended being. She was a Chinese, she walked among the people in China many, many years ago. And she is very well known also in parts of the Tibet, where they call her Tara, and also in Asia and India. So, but it's the same person, the same, it basically is known to be the goddess of the compassion and forgiveness. And she likes, and she is always present when we call her presence to be with us, whether it's a healing in the practice of magnified healing or whether it is the light of transition that is so much needed at this time. She is, let's see what else. The lotus, you are right, Tricia. The lotus is her, electronic pattern, the five petal lotus. And it's like the lotus was the first flower, the first flower that was brought to earth. And it's like it holds the divine pattern of the I am presence. So that's the meaning of the lotus, right? Um, that's basically who Guanyan is. Magnified Healing started in the year 1992. It was brought to this earth, it's the healing of the higher realms. And it was brought to earth to two ladies who were very spiritual, very much into the spiritual realm, and this earth. Her name, one of them was Giselle King, and the other lady was Catherine Anderson. They were the first ones to receive this healing, to receive this teaching modality, this healing that was brought to the earth. In the beginning, they were kind of hesitant because they didn't feel like they were ready for that. They didn't fully understand that. So they kind of let it slide down for a few months. And this lady, Wanian, was very insistent. And it says, no, I have chosen you for a purpose, for a number of reasons, their spiritual life. So I really need you guys to start working on this. So she passed on to them, gave to them throughout the years all the healing modalities that compose magnified healing to what it is today. I was lucky enough to be the first one who attended to the workshop or to the class that they have in September 1992. That was the first class that they have, and I was lucky to be there. I had met Giselle in August because of the Hurricane Andrew, and then in September she says, "Okay, we are starting. Be here." And I was there, and it was just amazing. And I said, "This is what I have looking for. I've been looking for my entire life since that car accident that Tricia mentioned. I was looking for something, but I didn't know what it was. When I was there and attending all these teachings, and I said, this is it. I have found what I was looking for. Since then, I've been practicing the Magnified Healing. It's a beautiful, beautiful practice. You can find all kinds of information on the website when you put magnifiedhealing.com. It's all kinds of information, workshops. Right now, is being taught in 95 countries in the entire world. And the manual for the Magnified Healing was given to Giselle and Catherine, and it's been translated like probably 10 or 12 languages or more, So it's a universal thing, but it's a beautiful thing, and the healing that takes place is just amazing. So that's Kuonian. And part of those teachings that she brought to the earth was the light of transition. Okay, the light of transition is a beautiful, beautiful ceremony that we do to help people who are still in between dimensions or here trapped on earth for different reasons. So this light of transition, it helps them to go towards the light, always in the company of Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin is always with them, and she's always present in the light of transition. So that's what we are going to do today. If you have any questions about it, I will be more than glad to, tell you and answer your questions. Do you guys have any question?
I can take a show of hands if anyone
Sure.
has any questions before we begin.
Okay.
I don't see any hands.
Okay. All right. Okay, so my information is on the, Tricia will put it down on the website, and so it's there for anyone who requires anything, a light of transition for a particular person or someone who might pass. I'm always available and always make time for that. For me, it's like an honor, and I feel it's a gift of grace to be able to work with whoever needs that light of transition. It's a moment of joy. It's a beautiful moment for everyone, there. In Kwonian, I always promise, that she will be with us. Whenever we are doing the practice, the light of transition, she's always with us. All right. So that's about today. If there are no questions, first of all, I'm going to make an invocation to Kwonian to be here with us, to be grateful for the process and the ceremony that we are going to have. And then we are going to proceed to the light of transition. The light of transition is something that we always do when I do on let's say, on a one-to-one basis. We always ask for permission to the soul. All right. It's really, really important. We cannot send anyone to the other side who doesn't want to or is not ready to go. So we always ask for permission for the soul. In my years of doing that, I think only one or two times that I intended to do that process, I was told, no, not yet, not yet. And I said, okay, we'll wait. And sure enough, a few months after, it's like I said, okay, let's try again. And then I got, okay, I'm ready now. I said, perfect, perfect. So it's always been in tune with that. But in this particular case, like Tricia said, it's been a while since I've been feeling this pull, this kind of cry for people. They need to go. I've been feeling that. And so I think this is a perfect and a beautiful moment to do this light of transition today for so many of them. One thing that came last night and this morning in my mind that is very, very powerful is regarding this accident that happened with the submarine, recently in San John, Newfoundland, in that area. I have been feeling the pull of one particular person there, not the other ones. And that is the young kid that was on board, the 19-year-old kid. I've been feeling that kind of, please help me. It's this particular one. Not the other ones, I haven't really have a clear message, but this kid is like, I don't want to be here. I need to go. It's kind of, and it happened last night and it happened this morning when I was in meditation, and I said, okay, I think we need to put him on the list for today. Right. So that's what I feel. Okay. So like I said, we are going to do a invocation to Kwanian, and then we're going to do the light of transition. In the light of transition, Kwanian lead us through 5 different chambers, and we are accompanying, everybody that you have in mind, on the whole, and it's like a passage corridor. The person or people, because it's going to be many today, they are going alone in every one of the chambers. And we, as support, we wait for them with Kwanian in the corridor. All right. So they go alone every chamber until they leave the fifth chamber. And in the fifth chamber is when finally we say goodbye to them. If anyone, I would like, after we do that, I would like to see if anyone has any insights or feelings or visions or anything about the people that we are sending. That will be really nice. I almost always have some sort of insight. People feel relief, people feel in peace, or simply seeing the person that we are sending into the light really shiny and happy and joyful. So feel free, after we're done with the process, we can, have some sort of feedback, if that is the way. And then we're going to play a beautiful song that is one, how, we always end the healing and the light of transition. It's a beautiful song. All right. Okay, well, and let's open with a kosha over the whole group and over the whole group of people that are going to be present, because I feel that there is a line waiting for us, here. I feel that. I feel that heavy energy, of so many people. So let's open the Wiracocha over them, over ourselves, and leave it open throughout the whole, ceremony, and then we are going to be closing that. Okay, so take a deep breath and open our Wiracocha for ourselves. And then another deep breath and open the Wiracocha over all of these beings here online waiting to go to the light today. Oh Lord. So the invocation to Guanyin. In the name of the God Most High, I am that I am. We welcome the presence here with us of our beloved Master Guanyin, Divine Mother of Compassion, mercy, and forgiveness. Beloved Guanyin, you come as a blessing to us and to the entire planet today on this special ceremony of the light of transition. For all the souls that have been waiting for this moment to be released and set free into the light. May your energies flow through the heart of all sentient beings on earth, especially to the hearts of all that are gathered here today during this beautiful and sacred ceremony. Allow us to know the presence of our Creator, and let your grace flow. We honor your presence with us as you honor us this day by enfolding each one of us in the mantle of your protection, your love, and your light. Thank you for being here with us. Right. So the light of transition is for transition after death. And of course, it's with permission. So we are going to ask for the permission of all the souls that are here today, line up, waiting to be released. If there are any of those souls that said, maybe I'm not sure and I'm not ready, that's okay. They can stay behind. We are not going to do that. But I have a strong feeling that they are giving us their permission. They have been waiting for too long. Um, Souls that I have been waiting maybe for centuries. Totally trapped here on this earth and not knowing how to live for different reasons. So yeah, there is a crowd here. There is a crowd here waiting to go. All right. As we take our breath together, let us recharge the magnified healing energy of Guanyin. Guanyin is with us, and she is extending her arms and her beautiful violet light over all of us here present to help everybody to be released into the light. She's here. We are all under her beautiful, beautiful light, beautiful violet light, vibrating light, covering all of us. And she's here, and she is also thanking us for being here today and for doing this beautiful ceremony in her company. So place your hands over your heart center. And we are going to call for the light of transition. We're going to wait for it to take form. It's a beautiful, beautiful white crystalline light. We call for the angels of transition. We call to Kuan Yin to be present. She has promised, if you call me, I will answer your call. We are going to call all the people that are here today. Usually we call the name of the person 3 times aloud, but since we have a crowd, so many waiting, we are going to call them all together as a group. So So everyone that have been waiting for this moment, we call on all of you. We are ready for you, and you are ready for us. Welcome, all of you. We work together for your highest good. Now we visualize Kuan Yin facing us with the beautiful light of transition behind her. She bows your head and salutes us in deepest love and gratitude. Now we are going to extend your hands, palms facing forward. Make sure that you're going to be comfortable because it's going to be throughout the 5 feet chambers. So make sure that you have a good support for your, arms to be. All right, great. Okay, we are going to allow the magnified healing energy to flow towards Kuan Yin. We visualize all the group of people that we have here present with us, standing with their families on each side, and all of us around them, behind them, and supporting them. Kuan Yin turns and moves towards the light of transition, and we all follow. The light is radiant, more brilliant than the sun, pulsing, shining with an overpowering warmth of love. As we follow Kuan Yin towards the light, we behold a passageway of light with several chambers on each side. On one side of the passageway is the first chamber. We stand and wait as everyone that has been waiting for this light of transition, the whole group entering the chamber. As they are inside the chamber, they look around and they become aware of all their earthly attachments. Visualizing the cords that connect them to any addiction or confusion. They see the cords being cut and the habits being transmuted by acknowledging and allowing. We are telling them to let go of fear, anger, resentment, betrayal related to their death and dying. Letting go of any feelings or lack of self-worth. Let go of anything that binds them to their past physical life. Food, alcohol, sex, drugs, pain, medications, relationships. Let go of any confusion. Allow yourselves to recognize that you are no longer in physical form on this earth. And that is okay. And you no longer have to bring any of the limited aspects of your past into your future lifetimes. You are clear now. You have released, and peace is yours. You are peace. As they leave this chamber, they feel lighter and clear to go towards the light of the transition. As they move back into the passageway, we follow them as all of you one more join Kuan. You all come to the second chamber. As you enter, you are surrounded by your regrets, the unkind words, the kind words unspoken. The time wasted in unworthy ventures. Neglect of the body, the mind, the emotions. The soul. Creative gifts underdeveloped. Gifts that were not used. Feelings of guilt. Indifference. Gossip. Judgments. The times you failed to give thanks when blessings were received. As you face your regrets, you see them for what they are, life experiences. You transform them into a strength of character. That you forgive yourself and become forgiveness. Now, all of you leave this chamber and proceed in the light corridor, following Kuan Yin. We all move with you as you come to the third chamber. We all wait as you enter. You become aware of all the different loves of this lifetime. You know who they are. They include your family, your friends, your pets. They come to you one by one and bless you. Extending a loving embrace of farewell. Allowing their love energy to assist you. Now, take time to imagine the life that you have given and shared. Your aliveness. Your kindness. Your goodness. Experience these qualities that you are. Warmth, wisdom, kindness. Your dreams fulfilled in all your accomplishments in your work. As all these acknowledgements are added to your soul, you feel joy, pure joy. Now you all leave this chamber and you move again into the corridor with Kuan Yin leading the way. You are bringing with you all the vibrations and colors of the other chambers. Peace, joy, forgiveness. As you enter the next chamber, you are all surrounded with unconditional love. So much love. You surrender your life and you are filled with freedom, divine love of the I Am. As you leave this chamber and you move into the corridor, the light is much brighter. And as we accompany you, there is one last chamber. There is a tremendous amount of light coming from within it. You all stand at the opening, and as you behold the beings inside, you recognize all those that love you, that have made their transition before. They are all there, have been waiting for you to this moment. You receive their blessings and you thank them and tell them, we will be with you soon when my light of transition is complete. We all watch you move again, all of you, into the corridor of light, where Kuan Yin puts her arm around all of you, and you both turn towards us and you say, thank you for making this experience possible. We have been waiting too long. We love you. Very well. Now you all turn and move deeper and deeper. And for the moment, we are aware of your light, adding an intense spark of the light of transition. All the images become light. You are light. With our hands at our heart, we take a full breath together. We give thanks for this privilege, this beautiful experience. We thank Kuan Yin for being present and the angels of transition for their active participation. And we close the light of transition with the 4 Amen. Amen, 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 and amen.
So, welcome back, everyone. And we will open it up for a show of hands for those who would like to share their experience. And I believe that I think Monica's still here as well. So, anyone who has any questions about anything or just wants to share their experience, please use the reactions button and raise your hand. Cynthia.
Thank you so much for that, Consuelo. Such an angel. I'm sorry I didn't want to be the first one because I'm so heavily emotional right now, but I'm just stepping forward just to say thank you. My dear love for being the embodiment of Kuan Yin in this lifetime, for the love that you bring to all of us, for the unconditional love that pours out of your heart that you bring to this space. And thank you to each and every one of you on this call for holding space for each other as we connected to these beautiful energies. Thank you all.
Beautiful. Next, we have Alexandra.
It's not too easy to find words after this, and I've been, yeah, I feel tears of joy and pleasure with this Quan energy, which is so lightening up. And I learned many things today with that gathering, and I put myself out to surrender with my Saturday practice, which is to sit in meditation with my crystal and talk to the guides when I'm sitting in this sacred space, seeing myself as a portal, and say to them, if there's anyone here surround me which would like to been brought back home, so here show up and I will ask the guides to bring you home, because I'm doing this nearly every Saturday. Last year on the Saturday Mesa nights, always strange things happening because they showed up and I don't know what to deal with that situation. So I figured out this solution and sit now Saturday in the morning with the meditation and call in the midwives to bring them home. So this gathering today I stumbled in was a beautiful thing for me with this, and I'm very grateful. Thank you. Oh.
And Connie, you're next.
I just have to say on behalf of everyone that passed, they wanted you to know they are so thankful, so thankful. So I am speaking for them. Thank you.
Thank you, Connie. And thank you, everyone. We hear your gratitude. We hear your thanks to all those who have transitioned and are still transitioning. We hear you. We feel you. We're so grateful that we were listening and could offer this opportunity for all of you. So, Carrie.
Hi, thanks. I just wanted to share my personal, as that final transition into the light was occurring, I felt very involved, even though I was just trying to be a witness, and I felt a lot of energy being pulled out of me that I think was my connection to my parents and, whatever it was. And so I wanted to share that because I think that we forget sometimes how important moving forward is in amongst in our own energy, but within our families. And so for anyone else who may have felt physical pain or like it was almost being an extraction process for me as I said goodbye, and it was powerful, and I feel blessed. So thank you.
Thank you. Terrell, you're next, and then Lucita.
Thank you to all. It was interesting. Sorry. If we could allow, what I saw was joy and wanting us to have joy and to bring this light into this world. So,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we started this conversation at the very beginning talking about how there's so much suffering because people are stuck here. And when they are able to move into the light and experience the joy, that's what they want us to receive in return. So it is really an incredible blessing to be a part of this journey. Yeah. So, Lucita.
Thank you, Tricia. So, does anybody feel how much lighter the earth is right now? I'm like, whoa. I mean, it was like a whole whoosh. And then there was silence, and in that silence was the energy of healing. And I'm just like overwhelmed by it, because when I was in the beginning, when I saw the people starting to line up behind Kuan Yin, and I saw like shrouds, like it was a shroud of I'm not going to say it was dark, but it was like little clouds, like just shrouds of a gray. And then as they went through each chamber and released and let go of so much, it began to get lighter and lighter. And as they began to walk into the tunnel with Kuan Yin, I started to see each individual, like there were little transition into little sparks of light. So it was like lightning, like going until they moved through. And there's still people walking through now, I feel like, because there's so many. But all morning I've been having trouble with my computer. I've had to log back in like 3 times, and the energy was so electrical all around my home, all around my property this morning. And I'm like, what the heck? And then all of a sudden I heard, we're waiting, tell them to hurry up. Tell them to hurry up. We want to go. We've been waiting for so long. So I just want to take a deep breath and just just have a sigh of relief, because I really feel like this is the beginning of something so huge beyond what we can even imagine, that this release and this portal for the people and the spirits that have been here for so long, that have needed and wanted to go, are now released. And I pray that each family and everyone whose ancestor passed, I'm hopeful, and I know that there will be much healing in all of our families and on the planet. And so, to Consuelo, mil gracias. Wow. And to Monica and to Tricia, Shaman's Directory, what an amazing gift to the planet. Thank you.
Well, what a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening this has been for all of us from around the planet who have shared in this experience. And as Monica said early on, there's some trickster energy clearly going on around here, because we lost Consuelo about 10 minutes ago. So she will have to listen to all of the love and appreciation coming to her from all of you in replay. So I have to say, I feel that there are still many, 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 many spirits still in line waiting to transition. So I would ask all of us to hold them in our hearts, to keep that energy flowing. as long as you feel it still flowing. So it may be days, I don't know. So just be present to whatever you feel in your energy field. If you feel that people are still transitioning, just hold that light for them to keep going. And Consuelo will keep that Kuan Yin portal open as long as she senses there are still people moving on through. So thank you all for being here today. And please enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we hope to see you again soon at another Shaman's Directory Live event.